Up with the wheelhouse, baby. You guys ready to hit it? You ready to get it? You ready to level up and get with it? Well, it's time to charge the batteries and get that money printer out, because we are going to the moon to stack some chips and get paid out. Now on this channel, no baby stepping, no line stepping, no loose talk, no second thoughts, and definitely no maybes. And like I always say, green lights to the beach, baby. So I thought in this video we would go over a few different stocks, some different technicals, and take a look at what's going on in the market. Real quick, I just wanted to remind everybody the Discord link to the Wheelhouse Trading Discord is in the description below. When you enter, go to, once you verify, go to frequently asked questions, and you can upgrade to either the Padawan tier to get my trade alerts, or you can upgrade all the way to the Jedi, and you will get all the courses, and you will get the trade alerts. You'll get the one-on-one meetings with me. You get 10 hours of that, so you can schedule 10 different meetings, and you'll be with all the other Jedis and everybody else in the group, in the crypto chat and the stock chat. It is amazing in there. It is growing really, really fast, and there's a lot of really good traders in there. The link is in the description below, and let's take a look at some charts. All right, so there's some good ones out there. We got Lucid. You know, Lucid is just on fire. 53 bucks. I mean, this thing is just going crazy. So technically, you know, the stochastic is high in the channel, but it is crossed over bullish on the daily, as well as the vortex and the RSI. These are all really high, which indicates that there will be you know, a drop most likely, because it's going to need to breathe. Earnings, people liked what they heard. They haven't delivered that many vehicles, but you know, they gave some guidance for 2022, and you know, your ribbons are blue, your cloud is blue, you're just busting through everything. You know, I would say a safe stop point would be something like, yeah, right about $46. Give it some wiggle room, but you know, you don't really want it to break this line right here of 47.92. So 46 bucks. Another one that is really doing good right now is Prog. Prog is just on fire. Technically, you're above the 9. You had a breakout. Your stochastic is low in the channel and crossed, which is better. Your vortex is crossed, and your RSI is heading up. Those are all really bullish. Plus, you're above the 9, the 200, and had a breakout. So this thing could still, I mean, it still looks good to run. You know, if this one starts getting way up here, or this one gets extended maybe up in this area, you know, it might cool off, but it looks like it's got momentum. So Prog is looking like a good one. Playboy, people like what they heard on that earnings call. And again, like I had mentioned before in Playboy, you know, once we cross that 200, look at the volume, wow. Once we crossed the 200 on Playboy, this thing was, you know, it was pretty much ready to, you know, just like if you crossed here and you went up and came down, it's gone through its bear, and then it's recrossed over, and it looks like it's just, you know, going to run. Stochastic is braiding at the top in a bullish way. It is high, but that doesn't mean that it's going to drop right away. Vortex is good, and your stochastic is good. All of them are getting a little high, and that's because today's volume day is quite insane. A couple other ones here's one that I just opened. It's Bili. It has earnings tomorrow, a little dangerous, but it just crossed the 200. I like when they first cross the 200, typically, because this Webull desktop app is just, it lags so hard. So typically when they cross the 200, they go on to, you know, another long run, like I've been kind of explaining in the videos. So they'll go through the accumulation, the participation phase, and eventually the distribution, and then they'll go back through the bear market, and then they'll go through that situation, and then eventually they'll come back up to the 200. Now there's a couple things about this one that you got to be a little careful, and one is this breakout spot. Okay, once we cross this breakout spot, you know, it's going to be even more safe. So above the 200, and that breakout spot's going to look good. All your indicators look really good. I'm not sure where the RSI went, but overall, this is it looks pretty good, and I set my stop right under the 200 just to be careful. It is up today $3.64, so that's cool. And another one that's doing really good is DXLG. This thing's up over 3,000% this year. It's above the 9. All your indicators are bullish. It has a lot of institutional support, and it has earnings in a few days. I am a little nervous because the last earnings beat was 800% on their earnings per share. And even if it came in at 799%, the way Wall Street will look at that is a deceleration. And, you know, that could cause a little sell-off. So, you know, I'm going to set my stop really tight on this before earnings, just in case something happens, because beating 800% is pretty crazy. I mean, getting 800% is crazy, but beating it again, that's really crazy. But if it beats it, oh my God, this thing is going to pay out. On semiconductor, okay, on semiconductor, you know, it is getting a little high for where the analysts say, but I mean, technically looking really, really good. Your RSI is hot, your vortex is really good, your stochastic is up high, and you're above your 9. I am looking to re-enter this one, but I need it to cool off. I need the stochastic to come down and this RSI to come down. I need there to be a couple days where it comes down by the 9 so I can re-enter, only because I don't want to enter way up here and then, you know, I go through 2 or 3 days. So really good overall technically, kind of high with the analyst ratings. I'm going to wait to re-enter. I've been lucky with this one. I've made money with it, and I'm looking to make money with it again. DVAX, I got my butt kicked on this one, but it is on its way up, and it had a great day last couple days and today, and everything is really good technically. So the RSI is low in the channel and coming up. The vortex is perfect, and the stochastic crossed low. That's really good. You're above the 200, you're above a breakout, and you just crossed the 50 and the 9. So this thing is back on its way. And this is one of those ones, I believe, that's up like 2,000% this year as well. So, yeah, this drop was crazy, but everything is now, a week later, everything is now really bullish. So here's another one I've been looking at. I am not ready to get in this yet, but I do like, it's kind of like on semiconductor. I want it to come down a little bit. It's braiding at the top. Everything is bullish. It's just a little hot. So I kind of want it to cool off. This is one of my favorites of the year, of this particular year, 2021. It's called Crox. I re-entered it, and I've made so much money with this thing, and I just continue to make money. It doesn't even have many down days. And yesterday it had a down day, which was rare. Well, I was going to show you, I was going to back it up just to show you how like strong this trend is. Look how strong this trend is. Again, you know, when you come in above that 200, you could just run. So I'm moving everything to classic stops right now because the 9 is getting, it's a little, comes down and then goes up, comes down. It's just a little volatile in the market, and I don't want to get shaken out on the 9. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do classic stops. So that would be like at the bottom of this peak right here. I'll just have a stop there, and then as it goes up, I'll just raise my stop, and it gives a lot more wiggle room, but it can also drop a lot further when you do that, because even though that looks like a little line, it could be like 12, 13 bucks, you know. So I really like this one. Everything is bullish. Again, the stochastic is on the high side. I wouldn't be surprised if this thing, you know, maybe went up today, maybe even tomorrow, but then kind of came down a little bit just to kind of breathe, and that would be very, very normal. I am in Upstart. Upstart was not the best technical entry, but the price was really good, and it's really low in the channel, so, and it's not bullish currently. But it is bouncing. It is having a little bounce, so we'll see where that goes. But I'm down a little bit on it. I don't have a ton of this, so we'll see where it goes, and I'll probably double down. I bought 100 shares. I'll probably buy another 100 as soon as I get like a confirmed bounce, and then you know, go from there. I re-entered Square. I had Square in my long term, but I re-entered it, and I did it right off this bounce, and it played out perfectly. and now it's right above the 200, which signifies that we're going into a bull trend, and this thing is going to run for a while. That's the hope. Now, one thing that I really like about this one technically right now is you're low in the channel and you just crossed, okay? Your vortex just crossed on the daily. This is really, really, really bullish when it gets to the daily and crosses, because it's already gone through the minute, you know, the 30-minute, the hour, the 2 hour, the 4 hour, the 6 hour. It's already gone through all that to confirm to make it to the daily. And look, everything at the same time is moving off of a double bottom bounce and right above the 200. So square, I'm super bullish. I'm looking to add more of that. I did add another 100 shares of PayPal today. Again, low in the channel with the cross and the RSI when it shows up on the screen will show you that all three are confirmed on the daily. Again, a bounce off this number. Now, technically, this is quite dangerous because you're below all this stuff and you still got to get through this one. You got to get through this, the pink one, the yellow one, the blue one, and the purple one. So pretty dangerous, but you know, I like PayPal, and I think that PayPal is going to be just fine over time, and I can wait it out. So I have my stop way down here at like 200 just to give it wiggle room, because I don't want to get stopped at a loss, and I'm at a small loss on it right now because I bought 100 shares at 226 and another 100 right around 214, I think, actually. Apple is about to run to the 174. So what I was trying to say the other day about Apple when I picked up more of it is, if we get above 150, that 150 is this blue line. It's a breakout, and getting above that is really good. Now we're above the 9, all the EMAs, the breakout spot, everything is bullish on the daily. Apple is about to run. I feel really, really good about it. I'm going to go over DraftKings real quick because one of the Jedis picked up DraftKings, and I was kind of a little surprised. Well, I wasn't surprised. I just hadn't really been looking at the chart. But when I looked at it, something made a lot of sense to me. And again, very dangerous. Under everything, nothing is bullish except the stochastic is turning, which is the first one. So that's good. And it looks like your RSI is starting to turn up. The reason I like this entry right here of the 39 bucks is because when I back it up on the other chart, it's actually a really strong support. So entering right about now, literally when you see this video, it does have a lot of extra levels of danger in it. However, it doesn't seem to go below that 39. You know, so I mean, that's a really good bounce, and I think he caught that perfect. And you know, it's something that's on my radar, and I put it on my watch list now. Yeah, so let's see. You know, I got stopped on Asana yesterday in the profit. I'm looking to re-enter, and Facebook. I'm still in Facebook. Facebook's down today, but it's been going up. I got my first shares down here around the 313, right near the bottom, and then I bought a little bit more, not a ton, but a little bit more, and it's done really well for me. I got kind of lucky because once I bought it down here, it was kind of scary, but then it broke the 200, and then you know Wall Street will jump in like I had explained in that previous video, and then it came through the 9, the 20, the 30. And it came up to the breakout spot and got rejected, okay? But I had my stop down here. I didn't get stopped out. And then when it bounced, I grabbed a little bit more, and it actually went all the way back through and went through the breakout, and now it's just doing its normal retest before it goes up. So Facebook is also bullish on the daily. Let's see. Sofi, when Sofi hit the top, I had 3,000 shares, and I trimmed 2,000 out. Right here when it went up and it bounced down, I cut 2/3 of my position. I kept 1,000 because I got them way down here. So once this thing turns around, I'll just grab more and add to that position. Some of the ones that are kicking my butt today, even though I'm green on the day, is the stuff like Hut 8 Mining and Clean Spark, and anything crypto related is kind of, well, I did see that Mara was up a little bit, but it had such a massive drop yesterday. It kind of makes sense. But yeah, a couple of the mining ones are down, but don't over worry about you know, Bitcoin and Ethereum. They're here to stay. They're going to be okay. You know, if it's your first drop like this in crypto, just get used to it. If you're going to be in crypto, this is just how it rolls. It's just how it happens. Now, you know, a really good technique that I found for trading Bitcoin, there's a lot of techniques for trading Bitcoin, okay, and Ethereum, a ton. And this isn't like, this isn't what I'm going to tell you necessarily the tightest way to trade. There are much tighter ways to trade, but it's a really good way for beginners that don't really know exactly how to enter and exit. And one thing that you could do is you could actually, first of all, let me see if I can pull up Bitcoin on this Webull app. Yeah, it looks like I can. So let's see. Okay, so check this out. A really good way to buy and sell Bitcoin is when the price action, the green line, goes up through the purple line. So that's the 20 EMA. So if you were to wait, and you can actually, like, you can buy it through the 30, and then as it starts to rally, just move your stop to the 20 and just let it run, because you don't want to have your stop on the 9 like we do on some stocks with Bitcoin, because Bitcoin's just like, it's crazy. It's like boom, boom, up and down. So if you let it breathe on the 20 or the 30, like here, even better, buy when it goes across the yellow line on the 30 EMA, and then just keep your stop on the 30 EMA. That's something that you could do. And then if it starts getting really high and parabolic, then you can tighten to the 20, okay, or even the 9. But you know, you wanna make sure it stays above this blue one. If it goes below this blue one, we're gonna have a problem. I'm just gonna tell you, it's gonna be a problem. We do not want to cross below $59,071. We don't want to do that. Any bounce above there would be good. So same kind of thing for Ethereum. And look, I'm going to cut it there. There's some cool technicals and some things I'm working with, and you know, most of them are green today. So yeah, I appreciate you. Please hit the bell and select all, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't. And welcome to the Wheelhouse.